Hello everybody, my name's Justin, Business Development Manager here at Fullerton Markets, bringing to you a special class on getting to know the MT4 and what are the important parts in the MetaTrader 4. Now, I'm sure some of you guys have been trading Forex for quite a while, and you cannot really trade the Forex markets without the MetaTrader 4. Okay, today we will be breaking it down into the important parts to the benefit of those of you who have not started trading yet, and for those of you who want to get a little refresher on the MT4. Okay, without further ado, let us begin. Okay, so what is the MetaTrader 4? Basically, the MT4 is an electronic trading platform widely used by online retail foreign exchange traders such as you and I. All right, the key word here is retail, meaning people who are trading Forex on their own will be using the MetaTrader 4, okay? It's a very powerful tool which is used by quite a lot of traders out there. It is one of the most widely used platforms. Though there are other platforms out there, the MT4 is still the go-to platform for most traders, okay? Let us move on. So the first is, how do we actually install the MT4? Now this is for the people who are using a Windows laptop, Windows computer. Though there are some of you who use Macs, this is available for the Mac as well. We have special guides that will help you to install the MT4 on your Mac, okay? But for now, we will be tackling the PC version, okay? So the first step to actually downloading and installing the MT4 is log in on the Fullerton Market Suite and then look for this special download MT4 for Windows, okay? If you're using Windows, please select this and download, all right? After downloading and it has been completed, all you have to do is open the selected file, all right? Open the selected file. After which, you have to set your settings or click next to set automatically. Now, don't be afraid, since everything's fairly easy. Everything is streamlined. So you don't really have to change a lot of things. You don't really have to change anything at all when you are installing the MT4. Simply select next. Okay? Afterwards, once everything has been downloaded, all you have to do is click finish. All right? Clear so far? Let us move on. All right. Now, here are the important parts in the MT4. Now, there are a lot of parts that you can go over, but the main ones are the chart window, the market watch, which is on the left. The third is the navigator on the bottom side. And fourth is the toolbar up above. And fifth is the terminal. All right. You guys will be very familiar with all of the parts of the MT4 once you start trading. All right. Now let's actually dig deeper into these 5 important areas. All right. Starting with the chart window. All right. Now this is what the chart window looks like. All right. It is black. There are quite a lot of numbers, prices, time that is written on the chart window. You can also see here some shapes such as these white and black candles. All right. Now, do note that you can personalize the chart to fit your taste. Okay. If you think that this is a bit too dark, you can always change it to white. Later on, we will be showing you how to do that. All right. Now, in the chart window, a few things that you can do is watch the price move. All right. You can watch the price move. Why? Simply because if you are trading and you are using technical analysis, such as the second thing that we can do here, it's important for you to know the prices and see where the market is, okay? It's very difficult to do technical analysis if you are not watching the prices, all right? If you are not interacting with the chart window, how can you do technical analysis, all right? Now, on that note, when we do technical analysis, we have to do a few things such as adding indicators, adding shapes, or adding lines to better break down the chart, all right? All of these things we do on the chart window, okay? Let's move on. Second is market watch, all right? Here in the market watch, this is where we see the bid and ask prices, all right? Well, the bid price is the price at which a forex trader is willing to sell a currency. The ask price is the price at which he is willing to buy. Okay, now this gets reversed if you're talking about the dealer or the broker, but that is how it is. All right, aside from seeing the bid and ask prices, we have the spread. All right, now what is the spread, you may ask? The spread is basically the difference between the bid and ask prices. Okay, if you've ever wondered how forex brokers actually make money, it's through the spread. Normally, when you trade, every time you trade, spread is generated. Okay, every time you trade, spread is generated. Now, this spread is a small payment, to execute the trade that the brokers will then use to pay off things such as the liquidity providers and to generally keep the broker running. All right. The next would be the symbol properties, or the symbols themselves. If you want to trade forex, if you want to trade a currency pair, it is very difficult to trade if you don't know what the symbols are. Okay. If you want to trade the US dollar, it's very easy. You can see it USD. If you want to trade something with the Japanese yen, you can immediately see JPY. All right. This is where we see all of the symbols. All right. The properties, it goes a bit more in depth, but this is where you can do that. Now, the fourth thing that you can do on the market watch is the tick chart. Now, what is a tick chart? Basically, it's also a chart much like the regular chart, but that one is based on time, while the tick chart is based on ticks. All right, the ticks could be per trade, for example. Next would be the high and low price within a given period. Okay, the high and low price, meaning it will show you the highest point and the lowest point for a certain currency pair. And lastly, time. Okay, now these information is very important for us when we trade. Okay, since bid and ask prices will generally affect when your trades will be executed. All right, spread is also very important, as this will increase the bid and ask prices, or it will be very small, which would then also affect when your trades will be executed. Okay, clear so far? So that's it for Market Watch. Let's move on. The third thing is the Navigator. All right, now a lot of people don't really use the Navigator, right? But we can do quite a lot of things on the Navigator. The first being switching between real and demo accounts. Okay, if you are trading multiple accounts, all right, generally the information is saved on your MT4. Instead of having to log in and log out every single time, you might want to opt to use the accounts function here on the Navigator for easy access. All right. Second is custom indicators. All right. Sometimes you might find an indicator that is not located in our indicator bank, right? That is by the MT4, all right? Sometimes there's an indicator that you want to upload, or somebody has created an indicator that has been shared with you. You want to put this on your charts, you have to find it in the custom indicators here in the Navigator, all right? Third, being expert advisors. All right, what are expert advisors? Basically, expert advisors are robots, all right? They're called EAs. They automate your trading for you, okay? And lastly, we have the script. So these are things that you might be using when you're trading, and it's very important for us to know where to find them. My friends, the Navigator has all of these for you, all right? Let's move on. Menus and toolbars. This is the fourth thing that we have. This is the fourth important aspect of the MetaTrader 4, right? In this area, we can turn, in this area, this is where we choose how we interact with the charts, all right? This is where we select the lines. This is where we zoom in or zoom out. This is where we switch between time frames. A lot of things is found in the menu and toolbars, all right? You can see here a few things we have. We have the M1, M5, M15, H4, D1, week 1, MN. These are known as the time frames. On the right, We have the pointer onto the right of that. We have the crosshairs, followed by the vertical line, horizontal line, diagonal line, and sometimes you can actually switch up and input certain shapes or certain indicators here, such as here we have the Fibonacci retracement. All right. Some other things that you can find here is the magnifying glass, which zooms in or zooms out, the scrolling options. You also have the new order, so on and so forth. So the menu and toolbars is a very important part to trading. All right. This is the easiest way to actually open a trade. All right. Since you just have to click a single button here. All right. So that's it for menu and toolbars. Let's move on. All right. The next is the terminal. All right. In the terminal area, we see a few things. We have the trade, we have the exposure, we have account history, we have the news, alerts, mailbox, we have the market, we have signals, articles, code base, experts, and journals. All right. Now let's talk about them one by one. The trade option is where we see, right, our current trades. If you have an open trade, it will show up here with the information such as the time that you opened, the type, is it a buy, is it a sell, your lot size, what currency pair, what price did you trade at, what's your SL, what's your TP, what's the current price, all right, if there are any commissions, swaps, and lastly, if there is any profit to be made, all right? This is also where we actually close the trade, okay? This is where we close the trade. Followed by this trade area, we have exposure, where it basically tells you how much of your account is being exposed, whether or not you're taking a long or a short. It breaks down that information for you guys, all right? Perhaps on a certain currency, you're trading more longs than shorts. This is something that might be useful to you, all right? Afterwards, we have account history, okay? In account history, this is where we see all of our past trades, all right? All of our closed trades, all of our canceled orders, how much did we make, how much did we lose, all right? Then we have news, alerts, mailbox, where there are some other information, news where you can get some fresh updates on what's happening in the Forex markets. There are some alerts, there are some mailboxes, some letters. We also have markets, signals, and articles actually redirect you to MQL5, where you can actually, you interact, all right? There's also code base, experts, journal, where we see our EAs and and where we can find information on said EAs or whatever is happening on the MT4, all right? So that is it for the terminal. Let's move on. Now let's cycle on how you would actually be trading in the MT4, all right? To actually trade the MT4, simply open a symbol in the market watch, all right? Afterwards, you can then trade from here if you double click, or as I mentioned earlier, select the new order in the toolbar area. After you do this, the order pop-up will show. You can see here it says GPP/JPY. There's a nice red sell button, a nice blue buy button. Okay? All right? This shows up the moment you press new order. Let's move on. All right. Over here, there are a few things that you can see, all right, such as the symbol, the volume, meaning how much of this certain currency pair are you trading, the stop loss, where is your stop loss located, where is your take profit located, all right, and what order type is it? Is it executed now, or is it a pending order, all right? Or you could just simply click buy and sell and then do these later, all right? This is how you actually open a trade, all right? And for you guys, to better help you, we will be going live. All right, friends, here we have the MetaTrader 4, okay? Now, if you open up, it may look like this, all right? But to actually better understand the MT4, it's much better for us to actually break it, to actually customize it. All right. Now this seems a bit dark, and it's a bit, it's painful to our eyes. So here's what we will do. We will actually edit this to make it more pleasing. All right, easier to understand for us. So all you have to do is right click here. All right, here in the chart, select properties. Now this is what I was talking about earlier when I said we can customize and personalize it. All right, I don't really want a dark background, so I will change this to white. I will change the foreground to black. I will change the grid to none, no grid. I will change the bar up to black, the bar down to black. Now this is not the bar. This is, the color. All right. I will now change a bull candle color. Instead of black, I will make it blue. And for the bear candle, instead of white, I will make it red. All right. Now let's go over to common. All right. Instead of using bar chart, I will use candlesticks. Take off the OHLC, show the ask line, show the period separators, remove the grid. Okay. And once I select OK, it now turns white, and it might not look much different from earlier, but if we zoom in, you can see the chart is now black and red. Okay, it's much more pleasing to the eye. It's much nicer to see, right? Now, once you have the settings that you want, instead of doing this every single time you open a chart, I'm going to show you guys a little trick. All right, right click, go to template, and then save this template. Okay, I will change this template. I will name it, let's put my name, Justin. Okay, saved. Now, when I select file, and then, view, I open the market watch. All right, you see here a bunch of currency pairs, right? Currently, we are on USD CHF. If I want to open another currency pair, just go here, right click, and then chart window. And then now you can see that the Euro GBP has opened. Now, all I have to do to make it look like the chart from earlier is right click, template, and then look for the save template we had earlier. We made one named Justin. So I will open this for you, and voila. This is what the chart looks like now. Every single time you open the chart, you can do this, okay? So that's it. Now I'm going to show you guys how we actually access the market watch and everything. If you look up here on the toolbar, you can see here it says File, View, Insert, Charts, Tools, Windows, and Help. By selecting View, we can actually have a look at some of the things that we talked about earlier, such as the market watch, the navigator, and the terminal, okay? Now if I open market watch, okay, this comes up. Currently, we are trading Euro GBP. Now, I explained earlier that there are two ways for you to open a trade. The first is by double-clicking, like so, which will then open the order window, all right? This is the first way. And I will now execute a trade for you guys, all right? I will enter a sell, okay? All right. Sell 0.01 Euro GBP at 0.90128 is successful. Okay, this is the first way to open the trade. Now I'm going to close this to show you guys the second way to open the trade. All right. Now the second way for you to open the trade is by selecting new order right here. Now you can see the same order tab shows up. Now instead of doing a sell, I'm going to do a buy. All right, buy 0.01 Euro GBP at 0.90133 is successful. All right, is successful. I'm gonna hit OK. Right? Okay. Now, how do I actually look at my trades? All right, go back to view and look for terminal. And voila, here we go. Here at the trade button, right? here at the trade button, we see here the two trades that we opened earlier, the buy and the sell. All right. Now, here are a few things that we can see here. We have the order number on the left down here. We have the time at which the trade was executed and the date. We also have what type of trade it was. Was it a buy? Was it a sell? We have the lot size or the volume. We have the symbol, meaning what currency pair. We have the price at which we bought or sold, which is 0.90128 or 0.90133. All right. As you can see, we also have the SL and the TP. Right. These are blank simply because we did not input any SL or TP. All right. On the right, it has the current price. Now, as you can see, the current price is different. All right. Simply because one of them is bid, the other one is ask. All right. Follow that, we have commissions and we have swaps. And last but not least, we have the profit, which is telling us how much we have made or how much we have lost. All right. Now, if we want to edit the trade to actually put an SL and a TP, here is one way to do it. All right. Right click and then modify the order. All right. So this is our sell trade. So I want to set an SL somewhere above here. I will put 0.90270, and I want to take profit at 0.9000. All right. So 0.9000. All right. Now I will select modify. All right. As you can see, two lines have shown up. The one on the bottom, it indicates our take profit. The one above indicates our stop loss. Okay. This is the first way for you to modify. The second way for you to modify an order is by dragging up and down. All right. All you have to do is hover your mouse over this green line, which shows the trade, and then drag up or down. Okay. If I drag down, first it will ask you if you are okay with one-click trading. You only have to accept this one time. So yes, I accept these terms and conditions. Okay. Now you just have to do it again. So this is, all right, sorry. All right, that was our earlier trade. Now let's edit another one. All right, so this is our buy trade, okay? As you can see, our buy trade now has a SL, but if I drag it upwards, our buy trade now has a TP, okay? This is the second way for you to input a TP or SL onto the MetaTrader 4. Now, the third way is by actually doing it when you actually open the trade, okay? All right, so we're gonna do a market execution. I want my SL to be at 0.90540, and I want my TP at 0.898730, and I will enter a sell. As you can see, our sell trade immediately opened with an SL and a TP. Okay? With an SL and a TP. All right? Now that you have the trades, a few things you can do is wait for the price to move towards your TP or your SL. However, if you want to immediately close a trade, this is where you go. If you can see where my pointer is, we're here at the profit, all right? All I have to do is click this tiny X to close the trade. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we have closed all of our positions. As you can see on our chart, it is very clean. Okay, now let's move on and see about the other parts of the terminal, starting with exposure. All right, so you can see here we trade a USD, the volume, the rate, the graph, the long positions that we took. Now all that information is here. All right, followed by account history, where in account history we can see all of our past trades and all of our past transactions. Now the first line you can see balance, all right? This tells you how much was deposited into the account. Here it's $10,000, all right? The second line will show you our sell trade. Third will show you our buy trade. And fourth will show you our sell trade that we did last. You can see here the information is included, such as the size of the trade, the symbol, the price, what your SL, what your TP was, what time, what price it was actually closed at, were there any swaps, and most importantly, was there any profit or loss? All right, let's move on. Here we have the news, some headlines. We also have the alerts. We have the mailbox that sends you a new email whenever something happens on your MT4. We have market. We have signals, articles. These are some articles written by people in MQL5 that you might want to look at. There's the code base. Here are some experts, and here are the journals which actually keep track of what is happening on the MT4. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we just tackled the MT4, how to open trades, and how to edit the charts. I'd like to thank you all for joining me. My name's Justin, Business Development Manager here at Fullerton Markets. Thank you all, and I hope you check out our other videos. Thank you and goodbye.